Hi everybody, it's me. I'm doing another video just to give you guys an update. I've been dreading to do this video, but I'm sad to say I did miscarry at 5 weeks, so it was like 3 or 4 days ago, 4 days ago now, that I miscarried. It was really sad, but we're trying to stay positive. But basically what happened was I had a stressful day at work, and then I came home from work that night and I started getting some light spotting. I was worried, but not super worried, but I got really depressed and I just went to bed right away. It was like 6 o'clock and we just went to bed. Then I woke up with more bleeding, but I wasn't having any pain, so I figured that I probably had miscarried, but I was going to go to work anyway because I figured I was just being really, emotional and it wasn't physical, so I was like, it's fine, I'll just go to work. Mistake, big mistake. I shouldn't have gone to work. Right when I got to work, the bleeding actually got very heavy, and then I started feeling pain. So with the physical and the emotional, I was just a wreck. I was pretty much crying in front of my patients. I had like a face shield on and stuff, so they probably didn't notice, or if they did, they didn't say anything. But like, it was really hard. It was a mess. I ended up, after maybe 3 hours of working, I ended up rescheduling the patients, and my boss told me to go to urgent care, which was just down the street, so I went to urgent care, and at that point I was in a lot of pain, and I waited like maybe almost an hour. They already collected my payment and everything, and then finally they called me back, and they're like, oh, we actually can't see you, we don't have a sonogram or anything, you need to go somewhere else. So that was really hard and emotional because I had waited that long. So basically when they told me that, I went in the parking lot. I couldn't get a hold of my nurse. I couldn't get a hold of my doctor. And my husband at the time was taking a nap, couldn't get a hold of him. My mother-in-law was at work, so I couldn't get a hold of anyone. I felt alone, so I just was in the parking lot crying. And it was raining, it was all dramatic. But then like maybe a half hour after sitting in the parking lot knowing really what to do, finally my husband called me back and he told me just to drive to the ER, and if I don't hear back from the nurse by the time I get there, then just go ahead and go to the ER. So never heard back from my nurse until I was actually in the ER. I was at the ER for about 6 hours. They were really behind, really slow. Basically all they did was take some blood, urine samples, and a sonogram. I kind of figured, I was pretty sure that I had miscarried. I just wanted the confirmation. But also I wanted to make sure everything was okay. I had never been through anything like that before, so I was worried that maybe if it was ectopic or if I was bleeding too much. Like, I didn't know. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay, that I can go home and that I would be safe. So after waiting there for a long time, my nurse finally called me back and she said, basically, I told her I was pretty sure that I am miscarrying if I am. I asked her questions like, when we could try again, or if it was okay to try again, and I asked her like if I could wear tampons and stuff. She said no tampons, and she told me if the bleeding got worse the next day or the cramping got worse, then I should go back to the ER or call my doctor or something. So she kind of helped me out a little bit, I guess, but in the end, the nurse practitioner at the ER came in and told me that my HCG level was only 4, which of course I'm sure you know is extremely low, so I had already passed whatever was there, and on the sonogram there was absolutely nothing there. So at that point I had already cried a lot throughout the day, so actually I wasn't really too sad about it. I mean, I didn't cry, I was just finally glad to get out of there, and go home. When I got out, it was pouring rain, so I was worried that I wouldn't make it home because I live up on the mountain, and we've been having a lot of issues with flash flooding and the roads being closed and all this crazy stuff, so I was really worried. But anyway, I was able to get home just fine. And so that day was really hard and emotional. I ended up taking the next day off of work, and the following day I woke up in just a great mood. It was really positive. We figured, after many people have told me and everything I read online, that usually, so basically 1 in 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage. So it's actually really common, especially before the 20-week mark. and everything that I read basically said that most likely it was just chromosomal and the chromosomes didn't line up. So knowing that, it kind of makes me feel positive about it as well. Most likely it wasn't anything I did or didn't do. It's just common and it happens. Pretty much in my family, a lot of the women in my family they've been through miscarriages, my mom, my sister, aunts, stuff like that, and they went on to have healthy pregnancies. So we're just going to try again and hope for the best and just try to stay positive about it. And basically I told myself there was no point in really being depressed about it, because being depressed isn't going to get us what we want or anywhere near that. So in order to get what we want, we just have to move forward, move on, and be positive about it. Well, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!